Hi! So,
hello everyone!
Yes, we are back and we are together.
Yes, not via Zoom.
Tatjana and Judith.
Hello! And we are in Riga, Latvia, and the season officially started. It officially started some weeks ago already.
Okay,
but
yeah. For us, it was our first competition. I did test skates. And you know, we had our off-season podcast, but this is now coming to an end, I guess.
Because now we start with the competition recaps.
Competition recap and a little bit of the last thing. So we will do a little news too, but mainly, yeah.
Maybe let's start with the news, maybe let's go chronologically, because in the last podcast you promised to tell a little bit about the German test skates.
Just briefly. So it was the Miniki, Minerva and Nikita Hazevoludin, of course, were the highlight of the test skates, and they presented their very nice new programs. They were not flawless, and also in the free they didn't do two elements because they had the new throw triple flip in the program that did not happen in the performance, but we saw it in the warm-up, we saw it in practice. So, but in general, I mean, for middle of August, I would say they were looking very good.
Yes.
So that was nice to see. And their first competition will be the Nebelhorn Trophy.
The other two German pairs, both the guys were injured. I think.
So unfortunately, as you know, we talked about it before, Robert Kunkel had this bad injury to his hands, his cuts, and he needed surgery, he needed a skin transplant, and he needed stitches. So this is still healing. So he is on the ice, he can skate. He was also working on his endurance with a parachute, but he cannot do like elements, of course. So Annika did some elements. She showed solo jumps in the test skates, but other than that, they were not participating. And but they still hope to be ready for Nebelhorn Trophy.
Then the German men were there, Nikita Starostin, Kayo Goda, and also I think two others. But the main thing is that I think Nikita was quite in good shape. Yeah,
Nikita, I would say, was looking way better than he did at this point in last year. He tried the quad sal in the free, it didn't work, but he lands his triple axels, and that's already for him already was good.
Yes.
And also he kept his short program, as you probably maybe know, and I also enjoyed his long program.
The German ladies unfortunately weren't super good, so the German Federation decided not to send any woman to the qualifier. Ice dance teams, maybe a few words on that?
Oh yeah, ice dance, of course. We had the ice dance team. So ice dance, there were 4 couples, and I would say that was showed a good level. So the top 2 teams, very close. There was not like an official scoring, or also the judges, but it was not a full panel and everything, so it was no scores were published. But they were really, really close. Jelly Janse van Rensburg and Benjamin Stefan and Carise Mate Max Liebes. So that could be interesting during the season. They both want to compete also at the Nebelhorn Trophy. That would be like their first head-to-head and also the first step in the qualifying process, because they compete in challengers and or Grand Prix, and then they count the points and German nationals too. So, and whoever has more points then will be selected for the Olympic Games. Yeah.
Yes. The men will have to send the one German man will compete at the qualifier. And now it was decided that it will be Genrik Gartung.
Right, and that's the perfect transition to the Grand Prix, because Genrik competed here. Yeah, so Genrik will have his senior debut at the qualifier. So exciting. But he's looking forward to it, to prove himself also. And because he can do a quad in the short program, which is a plus for him.
Then maybe let's anyway start with the men, because we are already at the men here in Riga. And Gendrik won the bronze medal for Germany. I mean, it's his goal also to qualify for the final. We'll have to see how that goes, but with the 3rd place, he definitely has a shot. But the event was dominated by junior world champion Rio Nakata.
Yeah, he was so strong. I mean, he put out such a big lead already in the short program, 10 points, and he was just on fire in his flamenco. He had kept his flamenco routine, but it really could see that he had worked on it, improved it, and refined it. And so yeah, he did a great job. And the free, except for he did quad sal and quad toe, only axle, he popped the axle, so that was not good, but everything else, and so he won with like 25 points to spare.
Yes. Maybe interesting, we asked him why he chose Gladiator. That's a new free program, and he said his father competed to Gladiator.
Yes, and he also likes Alexei Yagutin's
program to Gladiator.
Yes. So he brought that up and said he's watching it every day. Now he was really, and then it was nice for him, his family was there, not only his dad, who is obviously his coach, but also his mom was there.
And one of his brothers.
Yeah, a little brother, and he was holding, and they even the family, they had a Wales flag.
Yes,
because
he was half Welsh.
Yeah.
Second place, I would say, was a huge surprise.
Yes, I did not have, I mean, we said that this is a very strong junior men's field at this event. But still, Grayson Long was not on my list.
Not on the list for the top 3, maybe top 6, but not top 3. But he already won the Canadian junior test skates over Anthony Paradis, and he also got 2nd at the Cranberry Cup in juniors. So he already showed some promising results, but that he really kept it so well together. He just had one mistake in the long, I think. He landed his triple axels. He said, what I found quite interesting, that he this season uses his nervousness as his advantage. He says, like, when he feels super nervous, then he tells himself this is something good, and that kind of works for him for now.
Yeah, and he also said that because last season he struggled after he had a broken ankle, and his big motivation is Yuzuru Hanyu.
And this is why he has Yuzuru Hanyu as a screen
on his phone, because he knew Yuzuru came back from this bad ankle injury to win the Olympic gold, so that really motivates also Grayson. And yeah, great job and good chance and to go maybe to the final. And
interesting new contender.
Yes, and then also he's senior age eligible.
Yes.
So that will be mix up maybe the Canadian. Now also we know Keegan Messing, another news of the week.
So the Canadian men are actually doing so well this season yet. Roman Sadowski won Cranberry Cup, so
I know Grayson got a silver medal, and we'll see what happens with Keegan.
Yeah, that's interesting there. And as we talked already, Gende Gartung of Germany won the bronze. It's his 2nd bronze medal. Last year he won, I think, the bronze in Ljubljana. Yes.
He was 6th in Riga. So he said it was like a step forward. Also, he was not happy because, well, he landed a quad lutz. He was the only skater to go for quad lutz, and he landed one. The 2nd quad lutz he missed, and not his triple axel, so he was not happy about that. But the medal, he said that kind of made he would have been upset if about
the mistakes even more if he didn't win the medal. But he won the bronze also because the other ones also did mistakes. We have in 4th place a new Japanese guy, Ryoto Mori, who actually did his job quite well. He had a few stumbles here and there. But the main contender, probably also who's now maybe already out for the Junior Grand Prix final, Jan Hao Lee of New Zealand, only 5th place. And what he did is that, I mean, he went for the quad toe again, like in Cranberry Cup, it didn't work. But the thing that killed him was that he repeated 3 jumps, 3 triple jumps, which is not allowed. So he did two lutzes, 2 toes, and then 2 flips, and the last flip didn't count, even though I think he landed it cleanly. So that cost him 6-7 points. It was even in the second half, so it was that basically cost him the medal.
Yes.
Yeah, but it happens to the best, I guess. I hope this will never happen to him again. I just remember Gabriele Frangipani lost the bronze medal at Europeans because of that 2 years ago. So
it happens again and again with some skaters. We remember even way back, but at the beginning when the judging system was still new, or these rules, but then it was forbidden before, but now we really lose the points. You get 0 points for this element, and so it's really costly.
Bitter for him. Beautiful skater. Yeah, Lukas Václavík also made the final last year. He finished in 6th.
Yeah.
He was solid, also not super clean, but it was just a super strong field. So for these guys, it's kind of unfortunate that the field was so strong, so it will be hard to qualify for the final.
Yeah, true.
Then we continue with the ladies?
Yeah, let's continue with the ladies.
The women, junior women. And there we had more open field.
Yes, and new champions, new medalists.
Yeah, Mei Okada of Japan already won, I think, 2 bronze last year on the Junior Grand Prix. Closely missed out on the final, and now it was her time to shine. And I think she was definitely the best skater here.
Yeah, she was really good.
Very, very beautiful 2 programs, beautiful technique. She's also working on triple axel. She didn't show it here. I think there were some videos that she landed already in practice, so it is also on the way.
Yeah. So, and then there was a new one, while we've heard of and seen Mai Okada before. So really new face was Ji-Yu Ho.
Yeah,
now we learned it's spelled H-U, but it's said the pronunciation is Ho.
Yes. 13-year-old girl from Korea in her very first junior season. She said, yeah, it was so exciting. Her first junior event, she didn't know actually what to expect. She was very surprised of herself to win a medal, but she really deserved it. One mistake in the free program, the rest was clean. Very, very beautiful skater.
Yeah, nice
very
skater.
Promising.
Yes, yeah. And speaks good English.
Yes, exactly. She goes to an international school, so for a 13-year-old Korean, perfect English.
Yeah, very good. And then another,
surprise.
But she was like one of the contenders, I would say. Elisabeth Dibben from Switzerland.
Yes.
Goes from the Switzerland, as you know, has a lot of good young skaters, and she's one of them. She was on the Junior Grand Prix last season. And then she had some up and down performances, but now she put out 2 really solid programs.
Yes.
And she was over the moon to get this medal, because she was like a late replacement only for this Grand Prix, because the other Swiss skater that was supposed to be here was injured, and then they had
she was supposed to go to Bangkok, so she'll start her season 3 weeks later. Now with the 3rd place, she actually will get another assignment. Because she only had one. Switzerland has so many good skaters, but with the 3rd place, she secured a 2nd assignment for herself.
So that's very exciting for her. And she can do a quad.
Yes, she can do a quad. She even had it on her PPC, but then she decided against it. Then she messed up that double axel. That was her first element, but after that held it together. Also her coach Linda van Trooyen, she was over the moon about this medal. And it's actually the first medal in the girls for Switzerland in 25 years.
24.
Okay.
2001, Kimina Borgmeier. So that was really something for Switzerland. Yeah, so unfortunately, Elina Goydina, she was 3rd in the short program. Then she had 2 falls in the free, and so she slipped to 4th out of the medals.
She was very disappointed.
Yes.
She's a very ambitious girl, but she has so much potential, and I'm quite sure she will have a good shot to medal in her 2nd event.
Yes, and then there were 2 other skaters that were on paper more favorites for medals. Yoo-Seung Kim, notably, from Korea, the girl that has also triple axel.
And she landed the triple axel.
She landed it, but unfortunately there were some other mistakes. So only 5th place for her, and that will be again very tough to get to
the
final again.
Yeah, she has to win the other event basically to still have a shot. And Jerry Zhang from the US, who actually won the US test skates over Sophie Jolie van Velten, she only ended up in 9th because she had mistakes in both programs. And from the German perspective, and maybe also Yo Tagagi from Japan also was someone who only in 7th made also several mistakes. Anna Gerke from German perspective, she did very well in both programs. Had
unfortunate mistake in the spin in the short. But then she put out really also again a very strong free skating.
All backloaded combos.
Yeah, and she was so excited and lovely programs too. So, and big personal bests for her. So that's also a good step forward.
Though the pairs may be next, and the pairs were actually quite strong here as well, especially the top 3. The victory went to Ava Kemp and Jonathan Elitharov of Canada, who had so many struggles the last season.
So many injuries.
Health issues as well. The last 2 seasons they couldn't really do properly.
They didn't even compete in the Junior Grand Prix.
Last season they
skipped
didn't.
it.
And the season before they had to start late, then had a rough first event. Well, finally they are in shape at the beginning of the season, and it showed they were really, really strong.
Yeah, and they have really improved also as a pair. And their skills, their pair skating skills, their skating skills overall, their presentation.
Yes,
it's really coming together very well.
Yes, and they had two triple drums in the free program, landed very well. I think this team could actually be is potentially with this.
Top challenger
but the Ava is still too young. She cannot compete in senior yet, so they cannot challenge for the Olympic spot or anything, but for next season.
Yeah, and I was going to say they look like they could be the top contenders in the juniors this season.
Yes,
also.
That's for sure.
Yeah, then the second place from China, Zhang Xuanqi, Feng Wenjiang. So they were last season. They had unfortunately only one Junior Grand Prix because China didn't have spots as they didn't participate
in the Junior Worlds in 2024.
Yes. Yeah. So and then only one spot last year at the Grand Prix which they won, but no chance to go to the final
because the other team already had the 2 other Grand Prix. But very, very lovely team, very strong. And also very bubbly personalities.
Yeah, especially the girl.
Very sweet.
And they were so excited to be here and to watch and to see the international their friends and to see the international competitors and learn from that. So very nice. And also interesting, this is really funny because Naomi Williams and Lachlan Muir, the bronze medalist, that was their very first Junior Grand Prix.
Yes, and I think this is their 3rd season together. And last season they won the bronze 2 years ago at Junior Worlds. That season they didn't compete at Junior Grand Prix because of injury. The previous season there before he wasn't released yet from Australia. Last season they competed in Senior Grand Prix.
Yes, they got Senior Grand Prix.
Now they went back to the Junior Grand Prix, and I think they do have quite a strong shot for the final, and I really like both of their performances. They were very close to the Chinese team. Very good programs. They only did double throws.
They agreed to do that because they didn't because
Naomi fell on the triple toe, and then they said during the program she gave him a sign and only go for the double throw, so they played it safe. But
it paid off for them. Yeah. There's another also young Chinese team, Chen Yuxuan, Dong Yinbo, and they
good free skate.
Yeah. So China has some more teams again. So that's
maybe
good to see.
mention.
The French team, Romain Telemaque and Lucas Coulon. They were in the final last year and they were considered also top contenders, but did not really work out.
I think also the girl grew a lot.
Yeah, but he fell on the double
Yes.
Not
yes. But actually a very promising team. Hope they get it together for the rest of the season.
So the ice dance, and again Canada. So Canada was really successful because they won in the pairs, they won in ice dance,
and they got a
silver in the men.
Yes.
Yeah, so the ice dance team, Laila Veillon and Alexandra Brandis, it was their first Junior Grand Prix gold medal.
Yes. I think they won a third last season or something like that. That was their fourth Junior Grand Prix season, and they are like coming from Scott Moyer's family. They said they are skating with the Moyer families for 10 years already, so the coach that accompanied them was, I think, Scott Moyer's cousin. So very, very famous connections there. And they were the most mature maybe of the top teams, and had two good programs, and very closely edged out the young French team. Yeah,
Dania Moiden and Theo Bigot, very bubbly, lively, especially
Dania is very...
so really... and they were fun towards the let after the rhythm dance. It was a very small lead, and then it was the same, just opposite way it came out in the free dance. But they still were excited about their silver medal. It's their first silver medal on the Junior Grand Prix. Now they have a shot at the final, and they said, we want to go to the final. That's our goal this season. They will compete again only in the last Grand Prix.
Yes.
So they have the first and the last, so there will be a long wait to see what happens with them. And I really also enjoyed their program.
Yes, both programs were a good fit for them. They are still young. I mean, it's a third Junior Grand Prix season already, but they're still 15 and 16 years old, I think. And
they were so young when they started.
Yes, but also there's a Billie Eilish program in the free, but it was a really good fit for them and for their age, and they really enjoyed it.
And then we had a very also interesting newcomer team
from the United States.
From Jasmine Robertson and Chase Rona. It's their first season. They only skate together since January.
Yes, they moved up from novice. They skated before in novice with different partners, and they made like a great statement, I think. Also, they are still very young, 16 and 17 for junior. That's quite young. So they have some years to come where we can see this team grow together. Yeah, so it was still a gap to the top teams, but I mean, for such a new team, and they were really also lovely to watch, and promising. Interesting, yes. Then we'll see how they continue. So I think that's kind of a wrap about the first Junior Grand Prix. I hope you were all watching. I think it was a very good start into the Junior Grand Prix season. Also the event itself, the organization is really good. Riga is always very good. Yeah, and everybody likes the people that were here before, they like coming back, and the ones that came for the first time, they were like, oh wow. Because the organizers are really doing a great job, taking care of everything and everybody. Yes, you can tell they have already experience in organizing events, and they also say they applied already for next year. So there's a chance that maybe we will open the season next year again in Riga. Yeah, for them it's good, and for us it's also good, and the skaters. So then, next week we're heading to Ankara. We are not. No, we are not heading, but the Junior Grand Prix Circus is heading to Ankara, where next week we can expect a very strong ladies field. The men are a little bit weaker on paper, but we will see how it will work out. But we have Mikyu Seo competing in the men, and we were told by the Japanese team leader that there's a very strong new Japanese girl next week. Yeah, very new on the circus, so we can be excited about that. Yes, so stay tuned, keep watching. You can watch all the videos on the ISU channel, YouTube channel. Everything is there for you. Okay. Yes. Then take care. And see you next time.